Alright, so we were back with the $50 Suzuki Ltz250 four-wheeler. Last video we went through, we got the engine unstuck. We found out that the starter solenoid was bad. We did a little wiring work to it. We found out that it will hit off if you hit it with some starter fluid or brake cleaner or something. And so now I have ordered a bunch of parts for it, all except for a airbox top. I'm probably going to end up ordering a complete airbox. But I did get a carburetor, and the funny thing is they sent the carburetor with these little white gloves. I mean, and they're cotton gloves. So we got a brand new aftermarket carburetor. I hate saying China brand, you know that's where it came from, but brand new aftermarket carburetor. We got a brand new key ignition switch because the wires were all tied together. I got the air filter with the cage. I got the box, but I don't have the top. So I'm probably gonna order one of those. The thumb throttle is broken along with the cable. So I kind of ordered this aftermarket thumb throttle kit. It comes with a throttle cable. Hopefully it'll work. It's kind of small because this one is broke where the thumb throttle lever goes, and I couldn't find a factory one. Sorry if the heater pops on. It is very cold outside, and the heater's going to be kicking on and off. But I got a brand new battery for it. It's a sealed battery. I thought it was going to be one that you have to put the acid in, but this is a sealed battery. Pirate batteries, another Amazon find. So you can check them out, I guess. I'm not sponsoring them or anything, but or they're not sponsoring me, actually. You can check that out. That's 9-BS. The box kind of got ripped. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I want to go ahead and try and get this thumb throttle situated, and then we're going to put the carburetor, the new key switch, and the battery in it. The battery drops down in there. I know I got some battery cables somewhere, one there. I hated that they painted everything purple. There's the positive battery cable. I guess you don't have to charge this battery. It's an acid-free battery. I guess you just drop it in and go. Never drop, keep away from fire. I've never had an acid-free motorcycle battery. This battery is sealed and control, no water supply, no maintenance. Do not remove the cover while in service. Leave the factory wet. Loaded battery in storage. Should be recharged every 6 months. So I guess you just drop it in. Made in Thailand. Okay. So anyway, let's get this throttle cable thing situated. I'm guessing that the only thing we got to do is it's got like an 8mm bolt. So let's get that off and make sure that's going to work, because I tried to find a factory one. I couldn't find one. I don't know how they broke this. They broke the thumb throttle part right off of it. I think I was digging in my stash and I found one, just the thumb part. So if this don't work, I mean just, you know, the whole assembly, not the cable. So if this don't work, I'll try and make that work. So we gotta get off this raggedy old handlebar grip. The price of handlebar grips has went up too. I mean, a good set of handlebar grips will set you back about 40 bucks now. You just can get them for like $15, $20. So it's got to go on that way. Like that. And it's an 8mm. Right now we're just going to stick it on there like that. I'm not going to put the grip back on it because I might have to change it. So the cable comes with a cable, throttle cable. How this is going to route. So I guess I'm just going to have to just wing it and let me go get a screwdriver. So we got a lot of snow, and I've been out playing in it. If you didn't see my short video I put out, this thing here, the tires are so slick on it, it won't do nothing in the snow and ice we got. It'll just spin. So I got to hunt down some tires for it. First I want to make sure it runs, it don't smoke. Get ahead of myself ordering a bunch of parts for it and find out that the motor is not any good. I've already ordered enough, but I didn't have a carburetor, so I had to order a new one. And then the thumb throttle broke, so I had to order a new one of those and a battery. And so there's the throttle cable that's on there. Now we need to get the carburetor. Comes with all kinds of jets, and I don't know. I'll have to look it up and see what size jets that this bike had so it can run right. They sent a bunch of jets so you can play around with the jetting, but being this is a stock motor, I would rather put the stock jets in it. I don't know if this carburetor might have it already in there. It comes with 2 fuel filters. I mean, they loaded me up with goodies. I mean, some of these aftermarket carburetors, they come with some good stuff. Like, I got that filter there, and then there's a little one that just fell. It comes with some zip ties to zip tie your cables, some gloves. So let's make sure this is going to fit the carburetor boot before I go any further. That boot's hard as a rock too. I think it's gonna go right in there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop the bowl off, see what jets go in here, swap the jets out to stock. They might be already like that, and then we'll get the carburetor on there and hook the throttle cable up and the battery and stuff, and hopefully this thing will fire up. So let's check these jets out, see what they look like. Alright, so here we are with the carburetor. I got the jets. So I looked it up. The main jet is a 130, and the pilot jet is a 22.5 pilot slow jet. So let's get this carburetor apart, see what's in it. Used to throw these carburetors on there. I used to just throw them on there and, you know, run them. But then after I got to messing with the Polarises and they didn't want to run right, I talked to a buddy of mine and he said these aftermarket carburetors or sometimes have the wrong jets in them. And the best thing to do is if they send you some, swap them out, or take, if you got the original carburetor, take the jets out of that carburetor and put it in the aftermarket carburetor. So this one don't have any numbers on it. Let's see what we got in the baggie here. I need my glasses. So that is a looks like a 33, and that is a 35, and that don't say, that says 141, and this one says 130. So here's the 130 main jet. I don't know if you can see it. It's stamped right on the end. So that will be this jet right here on top. That's your main jet. So we're going to swap that one. I'm going to assume that the other one is the 22. That's your pilot jet. So we're going to swap this one to the 130. And this, the one that was in there, it don't say nothing. So it says a 22 pilot slow jet on a stock Makuni. It says if you're making modification, aftermarket pipe, air filter, or removing the airbox lid, a stage 1 or stage 2 jet kit is required to increase main jet size to 135, 140 or higher. It says the results indicate 2003 2009 use same base kits, 130 through 150, main with 130 being stock. 2003 LTZ 400 use a bigger one, well, 130. So I'm just gonna say we leave this other little jet in there. We can pull it out and see what numbers is on it, but I'm thinking that's probably gonna be the 22 because that's the one that's missing. Let's see what it says on the side. It says 39. So then we got a 39, we got a 33, and we got a 35. But on here it says the pilot jet number 22.5. Let's do some more looking here. 130, 140. So stock carb. I say we see somebody. Well, that's on a 400. He uses a 34 and a 155 main jet. So I'm gonna say we go with this 33 because it had a 35 in it. I don't know what the difference would be. 35. I'll say we go with the 33. Let's just try that. What y'all think? I mean, I don't think I got a 22 main jet. I mean pilot jet laying around. I might. I have to look. But it's saying let's see, maybe. What is the stock this goes into there? More search results. I don't know. It says a 130, the pilot is a 22.5. Depending on elevations or more than anything. Okay, so it had a 35 in it. Let's just put the 33 in it. I have seen some of these aftermarket carburetors that they don't tighten the jets up all the way. I had one that didn't want to run right at all. Just loading up, overfueling, and I took the bowl off and found the pilot jet had fell off into the bowl, like they didn't tighten it up when they put the carb together. It took me a while to figure that out. I kept playing with the air screw and come to find out that's what it was. Alright, so now we can put it on the four-wheeler. I got to hook the choke cable up and throttle cable. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this on the bike. I think I'm going to have to take like a heat gun and heat up that intake boot because it's super hard. Let me go ahead and get this all on there and we'll see what it fire up. Hopefully it fires up and run right. So I ran into a problem with the carburetor. I got to look into the throttle cable. So this cable here has this closed in part, and this carburetor takes the one that it screws on. The end of the cable screws onto this fitting here, and it came with an extra one, but it's made the same way. So I'm gonna have to try and look through my carburetor stash, see if I got one that the cable sits in or actually screws on. Well, I have to have one that it sits in because that won't work. The cable is going to be too short, so I didn't realize that. So I'm going to dig through my carb stuff, see what I can come up with, and hopefully get that situated. Alright, so I went through all these carburetors I got, and every last one of them has the cable that either screws into the side of it, or well, it's supposed to have that little threaded fitting on there. I think all of them are like that. Yeah, that one there. That one there. Some of the cables had the screw-in thing on it. But I found this thing here, and this is actually what I need, but it's got threads on it. So I figured what I did is I knocked out that nipple, the threaded part, and what I can do, see, the cable will sit inside of there. I can put that in like that, and cable slide in like that. Just like that. And there's like a little ball looking, barrel looking thing that the cable goes in and goes in that hole right there. So hopefully that will work. It's just sitting there. I don't think it's going to pop out of there because of the spring pressure of the throttle, but that will work. So I'm going to go ahead and get that all fixed up and get the carb on there. Alright, so what I had to do was take that little piece I had on there that the cable rests in. I just took it completely out, and the cable actually sits snug inside of the carburetor body without it. But I did have to cut off, was a lock nut right here. I had to cut it off so I can get more slack out of the cable so the throttle can completely close. This cable was a little bit too short, but mainly because it don't go to this type of carburetor. But now I got that set up. The idle screw it will work. I just got to heat up this boot. I got a heat gun. I'm gonna try and heat it up because it is, I mean, you can't even push in on it. It's so hard from sitting. All of them do that when they're old. But I usually take my heat gun and get it hot, put a little lube on the carburetor and slip it in there. And sometimes it'll loosen back up once heat hits it. Sometimes it won't. If you ever have to pull the carburetor back out, you'll never get it back in there unless you heat it back up. In that case, I can always order a carburetor boot for it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get the little cover on here and get this all sealed up and get it on the bike. Alright, so I got the carburetor on, we got the throttle cable hooked up, I got a gas bottle just hooked to the carburetor for now because I don't know nothing about the petcock on the gas tank. I got the key switch hooked up, so now we just got to put the battery in it. And I put the battery on charge, and strangest thing is the needle didn't move, so I don't know if the battery is fully charged. Hopefully it's a good battery. I forgot to put the screws in it. Hopefully it's a good battery, because usually the needle will move showing it's charging, but it's a 12-volt battery and it's supposed to fit this thing. So let's get the screw hooked up here. If this thing turns out to run good, I will invest in a airbox lid. I think I found one. There's the ground cable. Here's the hot cable. I hope this battery's good. I got the boost pack handy just in case. I've really never had a bad Amazon battery before. Not saying that they ain't bad. I can't get the screw in there. It's almost like the screw is too short. It's barely picking up on the come on. Screw is a little bit too short. I'm gonna have to get something to lift up on the screw. I think it'll be short. There's always something. There we go. All right, so let's put some juice in this thing, and let's see where it start. Get my little funnel. Hopefully this thing fires right up and run pretty decent for $50. Well, I probably got almost $100 in it now, or something like that, 150. But whatever it is, it's still cheap if it runs good. That little $150, $200 really wouldn't matter anymore, will it? All right, let's turn the key on. Oh, we got lights. We got headlights. Put this up here. Turn the gas on. Make sure it fills the carburetor up. Okay, let's see what she's gonna do. I gotta remember how to crank it. I think you gotta pull the clutch in. Oh, darn. I totally forgot. I gotta hook the choke cable up. My bad. Man, it's too much going on at one time. I totally forgot about the choke cable. I was so busy trying to get that throttle to work, and I forgot all about it. Shouldn't take long to do it though. It's just screw it in there. Hopefully I ain't got to do no modifications on that. Seems like everything else I had to modify. I had a screwdriver. Bear with me. I forgot all about the choke cable. I don't think we'll have to. Does the choke cable even work? Where is the choke? I seen it somewhere. Oh, okay, there it is. Should just be able to. Let me get a wrench. Sorry. I know you guys are all excited. I am. That's why I forgot about the doggone choke cable. We need choke for it to run on cold winter night. All right. Put all that in there. Nope, that's gonna make a lot of rattling sound. Okay. Now let me turn the key on. Key. Did I knock off something? So now I don't have headlights. I think the bulb smoked. Okay. This time turn the choke on. Contact. Do I have the key on right? That's off. Okay, it's got two ons. Here it comes. Almost. It runs. It's gonna smoke for a little bit because it's got all that transmission fluid I dumped down in it. Motor's quiet though. Gotta idle it up some. It runs, yay! That was smoky, no. Real smoky. It's gonna be smoky for a while. Cold and smoky. It runs, folks. That's pretty good. Like I say, it's gonna smoke for a while because it's got all that transmission fluid and stuff in it. But it does run. Motor is real quiet though. I know it's got a small oil leak on the drain screw. I think the little washer, sealing washer is bad because everywhere I park it, it's been like a little small spot on the ground. Look, tail light works. Well, it's supposed to be in there. quit. Why did she quit? Probably gonna have to do some adjusting on that carburetor. Maybe, maybe not. It is smoky. That's all that transmission fluid. Are we out of gas? No? Huh. It just quit running. I was revving it up and it quit. I know it ain't out of gas. No. It ain't out of gas. I don't know why it quit running. Might have fouled the plug, all that transmission fluid. It's hard to do this because you gotta hold the clutch and hit the start button at the same time. It is smoky. See, can we get a zip tie on here? That'll hold the clutch lever in. Wasn't expecting that. Well, that was short-lived. I revved it up and it quit. I wanted it to lose spark. Looks like it's got a vacuum leak because as I spray in there, I see it coming out of the side of the carburetor. I think that's supposed to be blocked off. It's like a vacuum leak. I think we lost spark or something. Weird. Running fine, and then I revved it up and it quit. Let's see that we lose spark. Now, it's firing pretty good. What made it quit like that though? It's got gas in it. wondering because I left that cap off the side of the carburetor. It had a cap on like a little tube. I don't know if that's for like the vacuum pump on like the petcock or what, but I don't know. I hope the choke ain't stuck on. It don't sound like it though. Sounds pretty good. Wonder can we put it in gear? Let's see here. Will it go in gear? Are these automatic? Fully automatic? I better idle it down so if I take off, run through the whole garage. Goes in gear. That's forward. I think to put it in reverse, you have to twist this handle, click down. Yeah, because the light is on. That's reverse. I mean, the little motor is just quiet as a mouse. Look at it. I mean, it's smoking a little bit, like I said, because it's got all that transmission fluid. I hope it ain't burning oil. It's condensation. Man, this thing, it turned out good. I don't know what made it shut off like that though, but it's starting to clear up a little bit. Some new front plastics and some tires. Or maybe new back plastics too. And the seat's all tore up. This would be a cool little machine here. 50 bucks. I like it. Let's see if we cut it off. Where can I cut it off at? I can't remember. Oh, you have to. The switch on the handlebars don't work. So you gotta cut it off with the key. Let's see where to restart. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Like a kitten. Sounds kind of stuffy though. Like I said, I might have to do some adjusting on that carburetor. But man, it does sound good. So our next step is to get the plastics on it. I'm gonna try and find some tires for it. We got snow, so those tires ain't gonna do no good out there right now. Try and find some tires, some better front plastics, seat cover. Well, really it needs a seat. And yeah, this thing will be ready to go. I mean, hopefully that little smoke will probably clear up. And I gotta fix that oil leak. But I'm impressed with it. I think I need to adjust on the air screw just a tad. starting to get a little hot. You know, these are air-cooled motors, so they don't need to just idle around for ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So yeah, so I am going to do some more work on this thing, try and get her up to snuff, and I will show y'all what the outcome will be. So like, share, and subscribe as always. I hope y'all are having a safe week and y'all staying warm. If you're in the Tennessee area, we got hit with snow and ice, so it's going to be kind of, you know, shut down for a while next couple of days. But y'all stay warm, and we will holler at y'all later. Check out the first channel as always, RPM Auto. Peace out. Alright, so I went down to the local motorcycle shop that's close by me. They sell like aftermarket stuff, you know, like China brand. I hate saying that, but they sell the cheaper stuff. Anyway, I picked up some tires. These tires here are slick as all get out. And I picked up a set of these Pt.250 by 10 by 9s. It's the exact same size. They're made by Massex, whatever. They're kind of like hole shots, if you're familiar with those. Most of your sport racing four-wheelers had these. Some of them came from the factory, I think, and they're just a knockoff brand. I think hole shots are made by Dunlap, if I'm not mistaken. They just look like that because they were wrapped with a band around them. So I got my old school tire breaker out. So I'm gonna go ahead and break them down and replace the tires. I did go ahead and put like a makeshift top on the airbox just to see if it run any better, and it did. But finding a top for these airboxes is really hard. I've been looking, I can't find one. I thought about taking like a plastic jug or something and just punch a few holes in it. It's supposed to have a snorkel that runs up to the top of the gas tank, but I think I found one, but it was broke, so it won't do me any good. I did hook up the gas tank. I got fuel going from the gas tank down to the carb now. I fixed the oil leak. The problem with it was somebody had stripped the drain screw out, and it was just finger tight, because everywhere I parked it, it was like a small puddle of oil. So I had to find another drain screw that had a little bit different thread pattern and ran it in there to make it make some new threads and modify that so we have no oil leaks. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get these tires put on the rim and go ahead and put the front plastics on. It's missing a piece that holds the key switch and these lights. This is your neutral and reverse lights. It's supposed to be like a cover up here. I can't find that on eBay. I can't find a parts four-wheeler. So I guess these wasn't that popular as the Ltz250s. I guess. I don't know. But we'll make something happen with mounting the key switch and go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these tires mounted, and hopefully we can get it halfway put together like it is and take it out for a ride, even though the front tires are slick also. But as long as it got grip in the back right now, that's all I'm worried about. Alright, so right when my battery died, I finally got that tire to air up. With them being deformed like that, it makes them hard to air up. A tire shop or one of those air bazooka tanks, they can shoot some air at it and pop it out, or you can use the old gas and lighter trick. But I decided to do it with the ratchet strap, and I did get that one to air up. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one to air up, doing the same method, and we'll get them on the four-wheeler. So this one here, it put up a fight. I had to just bring it outside and do the old gasoline with the lighter trick or paper, and hook the air hose to it, shoot some air in it, hit it with some fire, and it popped up on the bead. So this one right here was really tough, but now we got both of them aired up so we can put them on the four-wheeler. Kind of charred the rim a little bit, but that'll probably wipe out of there. I really had to put some juice to it to get it, you can see that, to get it where it was going to air up. But you gotta do what you gotta do, because there's no tire shops right now that's open because of the snow, and even if I did find one, they probably ain't gonna want to mess with it right now anyway. So anyway, we got it aired up, let's get it back on. Alright, so here it is. I kind of threw it back together just to take it out for a quick ride. The seat is trashed, so I found some blue duct tape to kind of match the original seat, which it don't. So it's going to need a new seat cover, a new seat cushion, probably a new seat. We got the new tires on. I kind of threw the front plastics back on it for now, so just take it out and test ride it. I did find that cover that holds the key switch and the neutral reverse lights, so it's coming. And but those plastics, like I was saying, they are extremely high. A new set of plastics just used will cost you anywhere from $300 to $400. So I'm trying to find a parts bike, maybe it has some good plastics on it before I go that route, because it's going to need a seat too. But she's a little ugly duckling, but for what I got in it right now, it's worth the money. So I'm going to suit up because it's very cold outside, still got some snow, and I'm going to fire it up, let's ride it, see does all the gears and stuff work, and make sure it's got an automatic clutch, make sure it don't slip, and maybe I'll move forward with doing some more to it, like it's missing the little heat shield that goes on the pipe, and needs front tires still, and they broke off the handle for the front brakes. It's got front disc brakes and rear drum, so probably gonna need new master cylinder. I mean, this thing's kind of been like changed hands a couple times and trashed out, but it does run good. So let's see what it's actually going to do. So it runs, but I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and change jetting inside of that carburetor. Put that 35 jet back in because it's real sluggish. And if I turn the choke barely on, it picks up power. So it's not getting the right amount of fuel like it's supposed to be getting. But I think it's only like a 3-speed or something. I really don't know how many gears it's at. But it's a 250. I would have thought it would be a little bit more peppier than that. But like I said, that carburetor needs to be rejetted. But the brakes work. I mean, trying to ride a 2-wheel drive in some snow like that sucks. Especially when the snow is like 2 or 3 inches deep. But other than that, it runs. I mean, it'd be a good beginner 4-wheeler for somebody, not me. I need something a little bit bigger. But it don't smoke or anything. So I'm gonna take that carburetor back apart, change the pilot jet out, and then we'll give it another try. Not today though. It's like 20 degrees outside, and I mean, it was alright, but there's really nowhere to ride it because everything is covered in snow, and this is a 2-wheel drive, so we'll give it another shot, maybe. So I'm gonna swap the pilot jet. I read up again and it said it can be a 35 or 37. I took out the 35 and I think I put a 32 in. That's a 39. And this is a 30, over I can see it, that is a 35. It's hard to focus in on it. So I'm going to put the 35 back in it. I think I put a, what did I put in it? did we put a 33 in it or something? 32, I don't even remember. But it's real sluggish. I had to turn the choke halfway on. So I'm thinking it's just not getting the right amount of fuel. And when I turn the choke on, it's pushing more fuel through the carburetor. So I just turned the carburetor to the side, just rolled it to the side because I didn't feel like having to reheat up that carb boot. Some gas came out, but that's cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and swap out the pilot jet, and we'll fire it back up again and see how it runs. I did find an airbox top for it. Finally found one on eBay, so it's coming. And I don't know if I mentioned, I found the cover that goes over the handlebars where the key switch and your neutral and reverse light goes. So that's coming. I cannot find this left side cover. I mean, I don't know if they just didn't make a whole lot of these, or there's a lot of them still out there riding around or something. I can find the right side, but I can't find the left side. So I'm still looking for that. As far as the front plastics goes, like I said, I found the set. They want like $330 for it, and it's used. Looks good, but it's at a buy now price, and I don't know if I want to put that much more money in this thing. It still needs front tires, and the brakes and everything work, and of course the seat, we fixed it with some duct tape. So I don't know. I'm still looking though. Hopefully I can at least find that side cover to go on there. And they got gold paint on this thing. I know the paint, the back back plastics is going to be faded even if I get the paint off of it, because I can see how it looks like it's a little brighter under the sticker. It looks like it's got some tree sap on it too, but everything's all put up, my water hose and everything, pipes all wrapped outside, so it's not any pressure washing going on right now due to the extremely cold weather. So let's just swap this carb jet and see what that does. Okay, so after changing the jets, and I took me a piece of cardboard and just kind of put some holes in it. Sounds a little bit more throatier now. I put the 35 pilot jet back in, and the stock jet that was in the carburetor originally, I think it's it might be a 37. I looked at how the hole was going through the middle, and it was way bigger than that. What I have it in? 134. So now it's got the 137 back in it. So I'm gonna take it out. Take it out and drive it now and see what it does. Hopefully it's a lot better. Two-wheel drive don't really do that good on ice anyway, and this is like straight up ice. And over there is like water that's froze. So I'm gonna ride it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna head back in. And we'll wait on the key switch cover and the airbox cover, and I might just go ahead and find some front tires for it too. See if I can hunt up some. Man, this thing's going to be a 250. Woo! With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and probably get some front tires for it. It runs a hell of a lot better though. I mean, it's just a 250, but the new engine is quiet. I mean, I can't believe how good the engine runs. I'm used to the bigger bikes, and 250, it's fast, but it's not just like really fast. Not like a 250R, but yeah, I mean, for $50, I mean, it's $50 worth of fun. Well, I got more than that in it now, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and probably get some front tires, and like I said, I got that cover coming for the key switch and the airbox lid. So, but hey, I mean, somebody that don't have a four-wheeler, just more like a beginner or something, or just something to play around on, this would be perfect. I mean, so anyway, I am going to pack it up and head back in. Just wanted to get out and ride a little bit. The snow is still out here, and it's still icy. So the temperatures right now are not even getting past like the 30s. So especially when what sunlight we got goes down, it drops down to like 20 something. So anyway, I'm gonna head on back, and y'all just stay warm, I guess. Well, we are back inside the warm garage, and it is 2 weeks later with the Ltz250. So like I said, I ordered some parts for it, and with the snow and ice in certain places around the Tennessee area and other places, everything got held up with postage. So finally getting the pieces that I was waiting on. So in this box here, I kind of took a peek, a little peek. This is actually the cover that goes over the handlebars where the key switch goes. Let's get you guys set up on the tripod here so I can use both hands instead of one. So this is the cover that holds the key switch and the reverse light and neutral light, and it has everything already on it. So that's that cover there. It's kind of faded, but these things are really hard to find. I looked over a couple Facebook Marketplace ads. I can not find an LTZ four-wheeler that somebody was parting out. So, but it's got the reverse and the neutral light. I said it's kind of faded. That can probably be polished out, but I got this thing already sold, and so I'm just gonna put it together, and the person who bought it can clean it up and finish it out. So in this box here, this is actually the airbox top that we was missing, the airbox lid. Another hard to find item. The LTZ 400 airbox is different. It's got to be a 250. This came off eBay along with this thing here. Really weird shaped airbox lid. There it is there. So it goes on the airbox like that. This is like a snorkel that lets the air in, and water, unless you really sink this thing, water shouldn't get up this high. But it even says it on there, Z250. So yeah, get this on there and get that piece of cardboard off that I made as an air box. And hopefully it don't change the running of the four-wheeler, because the air box, I mean the piece of cardboard I put on there, it is kind of restrictive. So I might have to play with the air screw. I don't remember how you let the seat up on this thing. Wait a minute. We take off our duct tape seat and get a closer look. Get some more light here. Closer look of what I did. I don't know if you can see it because I'm trying to get y'all situated. So the only thing I did, I just took a piece of cardboard, poked some holes in it, and stuck it on there. Did a good job. Plus we was just riding in the snow. I wasn't trying to bury the thing anyway. So here's our lid, the missing piece to the puzzle. Now I did not find this left side cover. I mean, I guess they made them 2 years, I know. I guess there's not a lot of them out there for parts. I've seen a couple running ones for sale. That's how it goes. And I'm guessing there's some hoses or something. It's supposed to be a breather tube or something right here. Looks like it's got some dirt in it. I don't know where that runs to. I think it's the breather tube off of the rear end. Might have to clean that out. Let's see, is there anything we're missing? Yeah, there's a breather tube on the carburetor. It comes off the side of the carburetor over there. And I think it's supposed to come down. Here it is right here. I'm guessing that's where this breather tube goes. It snaps on the side of the yeah, it runs up on the side like that, up in the air. So there's the original breather top, or airbox lid, whatever you want to call it. Finally complete with that. Now I just gotta put the key switch. I guess we can just take the bulbs. One of the bulbs work, one of them don't. Instead of going down and trying to unplug all that, we'll just take the bulbs out of the other one and stick it in here. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the bulbs out of the other one and just stick them in here. These are painted purple anyway, and one of them don't work, which I should have checked. But anyway. I want to go ahead and get this thing on there. I've been waiting on this thing forever. So let's get some snips. Oh, little spider right there. Get off of there. I shot it with the water hose earlier. So we'll put the key switch. Hopefully the bulbs are good. I just didn't feel like going down and unplugging that thing. I mean, I guess I could. It's like Christmas. I think it's just a straight shot down. Where's the plug at to it? Oh, it goes. It goes. Where's that harness at? Oh, okay, it's just 2 plugs. Well, no, it ain't. It's 1 plug. We'll just put the whole harness and all. I'm not gonna fool around with it. Let's just, if I can get it unplugged. Everything's all wet. Let me get some. Everything's so wet and I can't get the unplug. Oh snap. Did I just do what I think I did? No, I almost did. That plug won't come unplugged. I think the heat then got to it. Let's just leave that like it is. I don't want to mess it up. Let's just put the bulbs in. How about we just put the bulbs in there and call it a day? I guess I could turn the key on and see if they light up. Because one of them should be reverse. That's reverse. So the neutral light is not working. That bulb's probably bad. That's usually I know one of these work. It might be the socket. I might have to get that plug undone. Yeah, because this one's not even trying to come on. Well, I might have to use this harness. Well, this is a different harness, I think. No, it's the same harness. See, can I get that unplugged? See, all this is the heat that got to it. It don't want to come unplugged. Everything is kind of brittle. I don't know. Might just have to leave it like that. Just won't have a neutral light. Who cares? Let's swap bulbs and see what happens. then that'll tell us must be something wrong with the socket, because we know that bulb's good. It just won't have a neutral light. Yeah, there might be something wrong with the neutral switch. There's a neutral switch that goes on the side of the transmission. Could be something wrong with it, or it could be this harness. No, one of these bulbs. That's a good bulb. And we know the other bulb is a good bulb too. So there's probably something with the neutral switch down on the transmission that's bad. So we'll just leave that like it is. I'll let them know that it's going to need a neutral switch. And we'll get all this. We'll put the clear bulb. Make sure that bulb works. Yep. So we know we got two good bulbs. So now we can put this on. I hate this thing is sun faded, but that's the best I can do, you know? So I had to make some little brackets to hold this thing on there. See how it's got these two holes? It's supposed to be some kind of bracket bolted to the steering stem here, and I guess two screws went through. So I just took some pieces of metal I had that were bent and cut it off and just ran a screw through one end of it, and it's got the holes so I can run some screws through the plastic through these holes, and that'll hold it down. I was wondering why when I set it on there it was just flopping around, but that's the reason why, because it didn't have anything holding it. So they took that off. I guess when that piece got broke, they took the bracket off too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that bolted up and get that part finished. All right, folks, so I finally got that cover on there that holds the key switch and your neutral and reverse light. I had to modify those brackets I made so it can fit just perfectly up under there to get this cover where it's got like a tilt to it. It's on an angle a little bit, and it'll clear these top plastics, and looks better. I mean, it's not going to get any better than that unless you really find some better plastics for it. But the guy that's buying it, he's going to, I think, give it to his son, so he's probably going to wear it out anyway. Anyway, I wish I could have found that side cover, but I can't find one. Not for the left side. But, you know. Anyway, let's fire this thing up and see how it runs with the air filter lid on it. Make sure I don't have to do any carburetor adjustments. And then after that, we're going to wrap it up, and he'll be able to get it and take it home. So let's see how it's going to run. I didn't even have to use the choke, so that's good. it some revs. Sound all right to me. I mean, that engine is quiet as a mouse. I mean, there's no rattle, no timing chain noise. Real good little engine. So I'll give him a ring tomorrow and he can pick this thing up. Well, today is Wednesday, so I think he said Friday. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up right here, folks. That's going to be it on the Ltz 250. So if y'all like this video, just give it a thumbs up, and I'll keep hunting for some more down on their luck ATVs and four-wheelers. I mean ATVs and dirt bikes, and I will get them back going the best I can and let somebody else take them and enjoy them. So like I said, hit that thumbs up button and check out the first channel, RPM Auto, and leave comments on there. You can go on that channel, and in the playlist section I have a lot of older videos of dirt bikes and four-wheelers and street bikes and jet skis and boats. The first channel is loaded with some stuff I did some years ago, so you can check those out too. Subscribe on that channel and like all of those and share all those. So that's gonna be it. I'm tired. I'm going in. We'll holler at y'all later. Y'all have a safe, blessed weekend, and because today is Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, so y'all have safe, blessed rest of this week and weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. If there's any of my subscribers that are women, which is probably not, but if it is, happy Valentine's Day anyway. We'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.